Of course I'm goofy. If I weren't, I wouldn't be doing that. I'm kidding. All right, let's get it on. Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night here at Beyond the Airways, the Infinity Project, and of course, yesterday was Mother's Day, or something else. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Don't worry. Anyway, today is Monday. Yeah, that means it's time for Money Mania. That means when we had, wrap up what happened over the weekend, get ourselves ready, what's coming up ahead, so forth and so on. So anyway, I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme, and currently joined on the line by three of my crazy cohorts. First, we have our master and creator, Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
Back from vacay.
Yeah. We also have a resident joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Evening, everyone. How's it going? Happy Monday.
And Ash is there too, right?
Yes,
All right. Hello,
he's watching
Oracle.
YouTube.
Hello,
Ash,
Oracle.
say hi.
Sorry, sorry.
That's
On the
okay.
phone watching
That's
Oracle,
fine.
YouTube.
get up and dance.
Cue David Bowie.
Like,
No, I'm kidding. And finally, below me, we have our resident Ford Anglia, John. Hello, John.
Hey, Shirley. Like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I got this night outfit with Grogu on it from Hot Topic.
Nice.
Yeah, because what I did was they had like a deal going where I had $30 in high cash, but the catch is for every $15 you have to spend 30 to use the 15. So I had to spend 60,
Yeah.
but altogether I ended up spending only $42 on this, on these two things, the three pairs of socks, and something that still hasn't come in yet, the Static Shock Funko.
Nice.
So that I'm not worried about. All right. So anyway, I was not aware of this little controversy until today. Of course, yesterday was Mother's Day. Some people are actually crazy enough to call it Birthing Persons Day. It's like, really?
Why exactly is there concern about the name of the holiday?
I guess some
I
some
don't
people.
know.
I think what it is some people saying, oh, they need to be all inclusive. It's like, really? Birthing
Okay,
Persons Day. Here's the
I'm
problem.
gonna.
You're going to leave out the people, you're going to leave out the mothers who cannot bear children and they can only have children through adoption.
Yeah.
That's true. Honestly, now,
Okay. I just found a
hold
little
on.
article about it from MSN.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Hey, John, let me do something here. As someone who is left leaning, I will say I can understand the concern, but I don't share it. Mother's Day is not meant to be just biological mothers. It's meant to be everyone who's considered a mother. That
Mm-hmm.
includes foster mothers, uh, adoptive mothers, everything. So Mother's Day is a much better, more apt name for the holiday
Mm-hmm.
than Birthing Person's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I just think it's a stupid idea.
Well, just shared the link now. You guys are gonna love the text of this article.
Yeah, I actually read
Here,
it. I know what you're talking about.
it'll go something like this. Title: Birthing People's Day. Cory Bush debate rages into Mother's Day weekend. How nice. An online debate sparked by Missouri Democratic Congresswoman Cory Bush calling women, quote, birthing people, unquote, has raged on into Mother's Day weekend. On Thursday, oh, this is great. Well, nah, it's kind of neutral. On Thursday, Bush drew praise and criticism after she used the term birthing people to describe mothers during a speech in Congress. I sit before you today as a single mom, as a nurse, as an activist congresswoman, and I am committed to doing the absolute most to protect black mothers, to protect black babies, to protect black birthing people, and to save lives, she said. You know, hearing her phrase it like that, I'm starting to wonder if maybe she meant black midwives or something like that, black doctors.
Mm.
But reading on, we see later that day, Bush repeated the term in a tweet. Every day, black.
Oh,
Sorry, say again. Hey, Frodo, I think Sarah just said something.
I think Frodo just muted
Frodo?
himself.
Well, he's not on camera, I know that much. Anyway,
Oh,
later that day, Bush repeated the term in a tweet. Every day, black birthing people and our babies die because our doctors don't believe our pain, she wrote. What?
yeah, I read the
Where
whole
did she
thing.
come up with that?
I read the whole thing.
Anyway,
It's like, what?
well, we see the tweet in the article. Critics of Bush's birthing people remarks claim the term is derogatory and reduces the function of women to merely childbirth. On the other hand, proponents argue that the gender neutral term is inclusive of trans people who have been disenfranchised in society.
Mm,
I'm
Nice.
here still, you guys. I may not be on video, but I am here.
okay.
Is everything okay?
I'm just gonna do make some more of those waffles I had made for you earlier, John.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon to them this time, though.
Nice. Anyway, on the other hand, proponents argue that the gender neutral term is inclusive of trans people who have been disenfranchised in society. So that was the basis of it. Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina tweeted, quote, birthing people, unquote. You mean women or moms? The left is so woke that they're stripping women of the one thing that only we can do. Leave it to the libs to botch highlighting an important issue to inv- botch highlighting an important issue in both parties. Can we agree on by can we agree on by catering to the fringes or can agree on by catering to the freon? Sorry, I don't know how she abbreviated this.
People.
Uh,
Oh, PPO is people.
okay. Leave it to the libs to botch highlighting an important issue people in both parties can agree on by catering to the fringes. Wish her punctuation was a little better there.
Yeah.
Actress Rose McGowan tweeted, birthing people? I'm empathetic to your painful and unfairly traumatic experience at Corey Bush, but why are you smearing bio women to virtue signal to trans women? Why can't we rise together? Your language is creepy. You're gaslighting. What you're doing is dangerous. On the other hand, Gnarl Pro Choice American, a nonprofit that opposes restrictions on abortion, praised Bush and explained, when we're talking about birthing people, we're being inclusive. It's that simple. We use gender neutral language when talking about pregnancy because it's not just cisgender women that can get pregnant and give birth. Reproductive freedom is for, quote, every, unquote, body. Gnarl added in a tweet. Okay, I'll get to that later. American physician Eugene Gu wrote, transgender men have become pregnant and given birth. Human beings with 46XY karyotype, what we consider to be genetically male, have become pregnant and given birth. The term birthing people is not only inclusive but also scientific. Sex and gender exist on a bimodal spectrum. In the hours leading up to Mother's Day, the debate continued on Twitter, with some users calling the holiday Birthing People's Day or Birthing Persons Day, and others condemning the phrases. Happy Birthing Persons Day to all the strong, independent birthing people out there, tweeted at Sam Jamwiches. Tomorrow's the last Mother's Day. From then on, it's Birthing People Day. I hope not.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is great. Women is so anti-feminist and inappropriate. It's birthing person and happy birthing day tomorrow to all those birthing people out there. And birthing person isn't anti-feminist?
Oh boy.
Writer Lowell Cohn tweeted, according to some silly people on the far left, mothers no longer are mothers. They are, quote, birthing people, unquote. So in honor of Sunday, happy birthing people's day. Good grief.
Uh,
Happy Birthing People's Day? Dumb Dems try to cancel the word mother. They can't cancel the word mother. The Dems use it too much with the F word. You do know the F word, what the F word is, right? FATHER. Nice.
That's what you call a beautiful sight passing the camera.
I missed it.
Me too.
My wife.
Oh, and there's
Aw,
the kitty.
And there's a Maddie. Hi.
Hi,
Maddie.
Maddie.
Hello,
You
Maddie.
being good?
I'm just.
Anyway, I find it interesting that people who embrace the term Happy Birthing Day or Happy Birth Person's Day instead of Happy Mother's Day because it feels more inclusive to them are excluding all adoptive mothers who didn't give birth to their children, wrote
Bingo.
Thank
at
you.
Triple J Mom.
Um,
Newsweek reached out to Bush for comment. The story will be updated with any response.
Mhm.
And I, for one, will be very interested in seeing her response.
Me too.
Interesting how fine a line there is between Monday Mania and War Room Wednesday.
Mhm.
All right, so let's open the floor. Start airing your comments about it.
I'm still gonna call it Mother's Day.
I'm
Sorry,
still
but
on Mother's
Me
Day.
too.
Forget it.
yeah, same here. I mean, I'm a self-professed liberal. Okay, I can say it without shame because I don't give a shit what anyone says.
I'm a self-professed conservative then.
Mhm.
That's fine.
And me, I'm independent.
Nice. Well,
Personally, I don't get it because here's the problem. Like the last lady in the tweet said, when you're talking birthing persons, you're talking biological beings that gave birth to the child. The
uh-huh.
problem is in our society, there's more mothers than those that biologically gave birth to children.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You got to consider adoption, foster care, uh, any of those, anything like that.
Surrogacy.
Yeah, sir.
Surrogacy is
Yeah.
another option. Thank you for reminding me about that, John.
Ouch.
Sure.
But
Ow.
there's multiple options for birthing. It's not just a one size fits all. And honestly, I don't agree with the concept of birthing person's day, not because it's a bad concept, but because it's not inclusive. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where they're coming from with trying to uh, be inclusive to everyone, but by trying to be inclusive in this standing, you're actually being disingenuous to so many other millions of people that either A, cannot naturally give birth,
Mhm.
B, are willing to act as parents for kids who are in a troubled situation, or C, were unable to give birth to kids on their own, so they had some other person take their egg and the sperm that they wanted to use and give birth
Exactly.
to that child that way. I'm sorry, but that's disingenuous. That's wrong. Do I think it's
The movement is ready.
entirely.
They're not going to stop.
My God, I'm so.
I think it's entirely
I feel like
disingenuous
they are doubting
to the
themselves.
facts of
Yeah.
Those
life.
faces don't
Mhm.
Yeah.
look like committed
My
believers. They look
concern
like
is this. The reason they're doing it is because they're trying to be inclusive of trans people, and the rationale, it sounds like, is
Was that
we
something?
have trans men,
Oh, please show
presumably
me the wings.
people born women who are supposed to be men who are getting pregnant and giving birth.
Are you
Well,
supposed to be here? Who are you?
It's me.
once they have a sex change,
What?
I'll say this about that.
Already here.
They don't need to worry about Mother's Day because once they have the sex change, they become anybody?
Fathers!
man,
Exactly.
Father.
And while they have to wait another month, they get their day.
But, and that's another thing that's probably going to happen
Just like gas to get them
is
out of
that,
the room.
They're going to get rid of Father's or try to get rid of Father's Day too.
yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, all it boils down to is political correctness.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Hands
I'll
down.
tell you guys this then. This isn't something new. You guys ever heard of V-Day?
Yes.
All right. Would you elaborate for us, Shirley?
D-Day, right?
No, V-Day, Victor Day.
Victory Day. Well, actually, there's two.
No,
There's...
Victor Day,
Victor.
like the phonetic alphabet.
Oh. The
You haven't
V-Day,
heard of it.
No, the V-Day I'm thinking of was
All
like
right.
for World War II.
I'll tell you about it. Sometime back before 2005, a woman named Eve Ensler wanted to change St. Valentine's Day to V-Day. Instead of having it be about the kind of love St. Valentine, for whom it's named, showed people in general, she wanted it to be an awareness day about sexual violence. I'll see if I can find an article for you.
Well,
Lennox, they're heading down the east stairwell.
here's the thing in that ideal, John. We do need to make mention that sexual violence does happen. It is a very big concern. Do I think that a whole day needs to be brought up? I'm kind of wondering if that's even a good idea, because you're
It gives
talking
people
about...
the wrong idea.
Bitch, where were you during
It's not even that, John. You're talking about people that have went through an extreme trauma,
Yeah.
okay? And to dedicate one day a year to that extreme trauma, I could see problems with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the thing of it is, if they want to make a day in honor of it, they can. In fact, it might make sense to do it during Women's History Month.
That
But the
I
thing
would
of it
agree with.
is, what she wanted was in the process to get rid of St. Valentine's Day. Now, researching her a little bit, I would not be surprised. Apparently, she went through childhood abuse and I suspect sexual abuse. Fact is, I wouldn't be surprised if she associated Valentine's Day with that abuse.
And that's perfectly all right, but that's a personal thing.
Exactly.
To try and make something that's personal to you a nationwide standard is not only disingenuous to everybody who has ever went through sexual violence, but is actually could be damaging to the cause.
Yeah. Back to the matter. I'll tell you guys something funny. You know why we celebrate Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ, on the winter solstice? It's because of efforts that early Christian evangelists made to make Christianity appealing to pagans.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. For everybody who doesn't know,
And I'm one of those that does.
Norse Teutons believed that the god Odin would come down to Earth on the winter solstice, ferry souls of the dead to Valhalla. When Christian missionaries from areas around Rome were trying to evangelize to him, one of the things they did was try to put Christian spins on their holidays, so they didn't have to give them up. When they heard about the celebration of Odin, they said, "Wait a minute, you say your god came down to Earth on the winter solstice?" Yeah. What a coincidence. So did ours. And that's why we celebrate it. Chances are Jesus was actually born around this time of year, because this is the time shepherds would have been out watching their flocks in the night.
True.
Anybody gonna say one people?
Oh, they're not saying it.
Oh crap.
But the thing of it is, you
What
want people
was that
to...
about?
I told you the
I gotta charge up my headphones. I didn't realize it was low on juice.
Yeah, I hate that myself. But the thing of it is, you want to help your cause, you got to make it appealing. You want to help your cause, you cannot have it stand in the way of something the people you're trying to recruit already like.
Yep. And I'm gonna say this. This lady might have traumatic experience associated with St. Valentine's Day. But
Yep.
here's the thing: there are plenty of women who have gone on, and men. Okay, let's just not do the whole.
Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, there's plenty of men and women who have been sexually abused and have found love and appreciate the idea that Valentine's Day exists to celebrate the love that they have.
Yeah.
Okay. I was heavily abused when I was a child, luckily not sexually as far as I know. And yeah, I'm in a committed relationship with someone I love. And do I want to get rid of Valentine's Day because of stuff that's happened? No. By the way, John,
Yeah.
let's sidetrack for just a second. Well, shift sideways for a minute.
That's fine.
I know I mentioned earlier that I cooked for John today. John, do you want to tell them? Because this way they're not just hearing it from my wife, my cat, and myself.
In other words, evidence.
I hadn't planned on it, but I am willing to if you want me to.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, Frodo's a good cook. He knows how to make eggs so that they're flavorful. Has an innovative way of cooking his bacon, and is pretty good with a mini waffle maker.
Pounding the fuck out of him.
He's gotta be like real pissed. My medals.
I can't see him right now, honey. But yeah, I basically for breakfast for John, I cooked almost a Gordon Ramsay style scramble. Granted, it was a little firmer than I would have preferred, but
It was good, man. Fact of the matter is, you could eat it with a spoon.
yeah, we did that, and I made some waffles for us, and bacon. I baked bacon.
Yeah. You guys ever seen those
Oh, is Sam okay?
bacon cookers that look kind of like toasters?
Yeah.
It's a similar example. Basically, you just lay the bacon on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, and among other things, it doesn't frill out like a ruff. It doesn't curl up like a ruff when you cook it that way. Oh, I think Maddie is about to. Yep, there's Maddie.
Maddie, what are you doing?
Aw,
Maddie!
Maddie.
Maddie!
He's just chill.
I'm just chilling.
But yeah,
Yeah.
when I
Tell you
cook,
something. Oh, sorry.
when I cook, don't I?
Yes, you do. Yeah, I may have to have you guys
Hey, more people?
try my beer brats and knockwurst at some point.
I never had bratwurst until I was at Janet's house one year, so that's pretty good.
Nice. Oh yeah, I like the way they taste. Got a nice salty feel to it. It's more flavorful than a hot dog. I know that
Right.
much. I know this. Next time I boil them, I am gonna bite the bullet and brown them in the skillet. Because the fact
Hey.
is,
Yeah.
when
It does taste a lot
You can
better that way.
yeah, yeah,
A little bit brown flavor does amazing things.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Plus, it gives a nice crunch to the skin. Anyway, I was gonna tell you guys, Eve Ensler, the woman who tried to be responsible for V-Day. You guys know a show called The Vagina Monologues?
Yes.
She is the creator of that.
This is heroic. This is the shit we need.
And she based it, she was inspired in part by her childhood abuse. Yeah, it's
I mean, I'm not I'm not disagreeing with the idea of a day devoted to sexual abuse of women.
yeah, or
Because
sexual abuse in general, frankly.
Yeah.
it is a problem. And a lot of the problem comes down from the fact, and this is an indisputable fact, even though I hate to say it as such, but
No super serum.
generally speaking,
Hmm.
women are physically less powerful than men. And therefore, men tend to have more capabilities to, say,
With regard
restrain,
to abuse.
yes, to restrain and maintain the woman into not being able to move and be recipients of the abuse, which is wrong.
Yeah.
Clap hard enough, bitch.
Oh shit!
I'll tell you guys something funny on a different note. You note that Frodo's making waffles. Quick question for you guys.
Sleek ass shit.
If any of you have ever tried to make your own waffle batter before,
Maybe you should do the same.
quick show of hands. Who here, besides Frodo, has tried to make their own waffle batter?
Actually, when I would be at a hotel, they had the waffle making machine. That's what I used, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have done it
Is-
a few times, but not very often.
Does that mean that Sharon's
I want you guys to tell me your opinions on this. If you look at most recipes for waffle batter, you're required to separate at least 5 eggs. How many of you have ever tried to separate an egg?
I can do it.
Is you really the power broker?
Is it easy?
Yeah, it's fairly easy. It's all about what I do is I like do the yolk and such, and then and then it's like I put it in the microwave. I make sure they both stay separated because I'm not a fan of the yolk.
I'm not sure why you microwave it, but okay.
Well, I mean, for me, it's like 2 minutes. I can have like perfectly fluffy white eggs without the yolk.
Right.
So
Um,
Oh,
um,
here's an easy way to do it. You crack the egg and you pass it through your fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? Is this where she turns into a scroll?
that works fine, assuming
Yeah, he's not gonna realize.
you're able to keep the yolk centered on 2 of your fingers. Otherwise,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of
its weight combined with its weakness is going to make it burst.
Mhm.
Now,
He's not gonna
it
fight
is
you,
reasonably
Marcus. He's
tense,
not a fucking animal.
but it's not anywhere near as strong as we'd like it to be. I'd like it to be. What I was going to ask is,
He put the
do you,
stumps
given the fact that the reason you're supposed to separate the eggs is to make lighter and fluffier waffles, do you guys think that that's worth it?
I can do this all day. No. Oh, come on.
knowing my dumb luck, I
I
probably
think it
burned the
is.
waffle.
Yeah. There is an even easier way to separate an egg that I just thought of.
Oh, y'all in trouble now.
You use a flour sifter.
Mhm.
You can separate as many eggs as you want and then dump the yolks when you're done. You do have to wash it, but
Yeah. Now, folks, let me explain something. Yes, I'm dozing off because I will tell you something right now. Heavy rain woke me up at about 3 o'clock this morning. I tried to go back to sleep, okay? But then, in the middle of doing something at 5:30, my power went out.
So much pain in her.
It was out for an hour. So it's like, if you see me dozing off, I do apologize. Just like, I have not slept a wink
excuse me.
since 3 o'clock. So it's like, as soon as the show's over, I'm heading to bed. Seriously.
Plug into my non-tableau, so you're good on that department.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna keep the show going for another 4 hours.
Nice.
The hell we are.
You had to know that was happening.
I need to get some sleep too at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna watch her die in zombie.
Plus, I got a busy day with like getting stuff packed.
Yeah, well, it's my day to day is like this. The first half was very, very slow. Didn't really have anything. After lunch, though, it took off. And here comes
Hey, Janet.
Janet.
Everybody
Hey,
run!
Janet.
She's gonna blow up!
Oh, did you share my story?
Not yet.
No.
Okay, good. I'm here. I can share it.
Okay.
Now,
Wow, he looks like
imagine
an angel.
this. You are a single mother of an autistic 6-year-old. He is being homeschooled. Okay, he is being homeschooled, but his iPad doesn't work. So mom allows him to use her computer to do his schoolwork on. She hears him saying 515151. That little kid ordered 971 boxes of SpongeBob SquarePants popsicles.
Oh, boy.
He was a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants and he loved popsicles. And he recognized SpongeBob. He did not realize he was ordering 971 boxes of popsicles.
Was she able to cancel the order?
No.
Too late, it already was delivered to her house. But somebody started a GoFundMe page that raised enough money for her to pay off the cost of the popsicles. And also to put the rest of the money in to help her autistic son get into a school for autistic kids. But can you imagine getting that bill for over $2,000?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can. This is why you don't let 6-year-olds play on the internet if they play on a computer in general.
But he was supposed to be doing schoolwork.
Yeah, and that's about like, Janet, that's about like trying to watch Jerry Springer while babysitting a young child and telling them they're not supposed to repeat what they hear. How well do you think that works?
Probably doesn't.
Exactly.
But, you know, that woman was very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Being a single mother and all that.
Right.
But I do agree with what you say, Mike. John. Oh, geez.
It's all right.
I'm doing the same thing to you that I did with Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
Tim and Mike. I would call Mike Tim and Tim Mike.
Well, I've called you Shirley and Shirley Janet. So.
You know what we ought to do? You know, like, I know, like a few months back, they had the International Change Your Name Day. If we have that next year, we ought to really change our names just for that one night, just to throw everybody off.
Throw people off.
Oh
God.
You sure that's a good idea?
We'll throw everyone off.
So how was your weekend out of state, Frodo?
Actually, pretty good.
That's good.
Hey, show him, see if you can show him the mascot. He's made 2 appearances now, but he's always welcome, I think.
He's doing something else.
Well, you know what? Maddie missed you guys. Maddie missed you guys.
I know he did. I know he did. We missed him too. The funny one is, the first night, I was in such a state. Not drunk, but just
euphoric.
Tired.
Tired, exhausted, comatose almost.
Yeah.
That I was laying in bed, and I literally said, "Oh, Maddie, I'm here for you, buddy. Maddie, I'm ready."
Where did you go exactly?
Yeah, Sarah.
They went to Nebraska to see
let
a couple.
him tell it.
State of Nebraska. We went to the state of Nebraska, which is about as. I'm here.
Okay.
About as boring.
I think his internet may be messing up.
Went to the little state of Nebraska. Just tell you what. Hold on.
I don't know. It might be Pietro.
I think it's her brother.
Hold on.
Holding.
Internet connection unstable. There, better?
Better.
Yeah.
I went to see my
All right,
mom
so we
yesterday. That's what I did.
well,
That's good.
well, we went to Nebraska, which if you thought Iowa was boring,
I think the only thing really in Nebraska is Carhenge.
The only
Nebraska,
thing really in Nebraska
when
is
you're driving,
George Lucas?
It's gotta be Hank Pym.
It's Pietro. It's Pietro.
I want your internet again, Frodo.
there's
Quicksilver.
Is that Quicksilver?
Yep.
Looks like it.
It is.
Frozo.
a
Frozo.
little song
Rozo.
about Iowa. The 80 Iowa song.
Frozo, you're Froden.
Anyway, got to see my mom yesterday.
John,
yes.
Oh, and it's a win for Fox.
sing the Interstate 80 Iowa song
Okay.
quick.
You may have to help me harmonize with this. Will you do that?
Oh no, I'm gonna let my wife do that, so I'm gonna hand her the headset because she can do it better.
Okay.
Uh,
Goes something like this, Janet.
I don't know it fully, but I know it mostly. It goes Mississippi River.
Mississippi River.
Yeah.
boom, Devonport. Corn, 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 corn. What smell? Corn, corn, corn. Iowa City.
Iowa City. Corn,
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 corn, corn, corn,
and Des
corn.
Moines.
Look at tree.
Tree.
Corn, corn,
Corn,
corn,
corn.
Des Moines.
There's that smell again.
Corn, 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 corn. There's that smell again. Corn, corn, corn. Council Bluffs, Missouri
Missouri
River.
wow.
The,
That
We're
is-
going for
the
rock hard,
unofficial
so-
song of Iowa.
Yes, it's the Iowa is the interstate. You can literally type in Interstate 80 Iowa and you'll find it on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Funny thing is, I
And
think
they're not
what
half
Frodo's-
wrong.
I think what Frodo's trying to say is Nebraska, the portion of Interstate 80 in Nebraska makes the Iowa portion look like a carnival. Interstate 80
I've
in
never
Nebraska
been
song
in
probably
Iowa or
goes
Nebraska.
Des
That's
Moines
what-
River.
there's literally almost nothing unless you go to the Omaha Zoo, Janet. There's like nothing to do in Nebraska.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Nebraska,
I haven't been in Iowa or Nebraska, but I have been in Ark City, Kansas.
the
Yeah,
Nebraska,
there's more to do in Iowa than there is in Nebraska.
Nebraska I-80 song probably goes something like this. Des Moines River, or Missouri River.
There you go. Omaha.
Corn, 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 corn,
I
corn.
just
corn,
found the
corn,
video.
Corn, corn, corn,
That's what I said. Is that a tree?
corn, 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 corn. Hey, is that the border?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, wait, is that a tree?
You're in a tornado.
They do have cows.
Cow. There's another cow. I think that's the same one.
Corn, 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 corn. Look at cow. Corn, corn, corn.
Mhm.
Corn, Lincoln. Corn. Anyway, Frodo,
I don't
do
think-
tell
I
about
don't
the
think-
trip.
Guys.
I don't think Lincoln's along 80. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'd have to look at the map to see what's along 80 in Nebraska.
I don't
But
have
I'll
a
give
good
you-
understanding of the cities in Nebraska myself. But
Council
anyway,
Bluff- no,
Well, I'll
Council
give you back
Bluff's
to
in
my
Iowa.
husband.
okay. So Frodo, do tell about your experiences. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you think Iowa's boring? Let's just put it this way. Between where we were going to where we started in Nebraska, it was windmill, irrigation shade platform. Windmill. Oh hey!
Well,
It looks like
it's
we're
how
going
they
through-
get electricity. The way we use solar. The
Well,
wind
yeah,
turbines
but-
are how they get their electricity.
Actually, here's the funny thing, Jan. Iowa's a better state for wind turbines than Nebraska.
What's that smell?
Iowa, if you actually go down Interstate 80 in Nebraska to Iowa, you'll see more.
Send the link for the video, Shirley, so I can
Oh
search
god.
it up. Is it on
Might be able to
YouTube?
show it. I'm pretty sure it's fair use.
Yeah, hit the fair use, Shirley.
All right, give me just a
Yeah.
second. Hold on. Oh my god, that is so funny.
Share the link with all of us if you're going to broadcast it.
Okay, let me do the fair use thing first.
Gee, that's what I get for coming in late, right?
Yep.
She's saying the fair use as we spoke.
Yeah. All right. Let me put everybody's chats. You know, my brain is right now. It ain't here.
All right.
Well, it's there. No, it's not here. It's there.
Here's the funny thing that people don't know. Iowa actually has more pigs in it than people by a 4-to-1 ratio.
I believe it.
We have a population of 20 million pigs and 5 million humans.
Okay. Now I gotta play it here on
Wow.
Streamlabs. If I try to play it on Zoom, it'll freeze the Streamlabs. So
That's fine. Go for it.
okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Interstate 80 Iowa tune.
Interstate 80, Iowa.
I'm not on Twitch, so I can't hear it.
Davenport. Corn, 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 corn. What's that smell? Corn, 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 Iowa City. Corn, 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 corn. Look, a tree. Corn, 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 Des Moines. Corn, 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 corn. There's that smell again. Corn, 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 Council Bluffs, Missouri River.
You know what? If there was a song for the state of Rhode Island, it'd be even shorter than this.
Yeah.
The thing
Hey,
is,
quick question. How well did my lip syncing sync up to the music when you played it? Or
I
did
have no
anyone even
idea.
notice?
I wasn't even watching.
Yeah.
I'm playing Quick
I'll
Cross.
yeah I'll figure it out. I'll figure out when we see it on YouTube.
yeah,
That is so funny.
legitimately, people don't realize it. Yes, Iowa is a state of a lot of corn, but it's even more pigs.
Anyway, agriculture aside, tell them about what exactly you did once you got to your destination in Nebraska.
Well, it was graduation weekend in Nebraska. We went to 2 parties. My cousin Cecilia's party was actually really fun. There was a little kid there, and I was just chilling with him and showing him my Vita. By the way, highly modified, very fun, very interesting.
Nice.
You showed him your what?
PS Vita. The PS Vita. PlayStation Vita.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little handheld system about this big, Jan.
Yeah.
Okay. It has
right.
a touch screen in front and touch sensors in back. 2 analog sticks.
Iowa.
It's great, by the way.
Mississippi River.
Anyway, so the first one we did, it was amazing.
Davenport.
Had about an hour and a half break or so. Went to the second one.
Corn, corn, corn,
Not quite an hour and a half, but about.
corn. What's that smell? Corn, corn,
Went to the
corn,
second
Iowa
party.
City.
Oh my
Corn,
god.
corn, corn, corn,
When you're
corn.
talking,
Look, a
okay, you're
tree.
going from a
Corn,
kid
corn, Des Moines.
who, what sport did Cecilia do, or did she not
There's
do
that
any?
smell again. Corn, 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 Council Bluffs.
Yeah, Cecilia wasn't really a sports girl,
Oh well.
but then you go from someone not so much into sports to star football player for the high school football team. His helmet is littered with those little stickers they get from sacks and stuff.
Oh.
I'm like, so we went from decently sized to,
Holy shit.
oh, fuck. And then, and there was like like a dozen little girls there. Oh no, there was a dozen. Trust me, honey. I was in there trying to entertain them to keep them quiet. Yeah, it didn't work. But anyway, you have a dozen girls
What's that smell? Corn, corn, corn. I was
were
kidding.
all next to the candy table, taking from the candy table as they see fit,
Look, a tree. Corn, corn,
and hyper as hell,
corn, 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 corn.
and
There's that
screaming,
smell again. Corn,
and in the bathroom area.
Missouri River.
What was the age group of those bunch of girls?
None were, oh, I think maybe one was over 10.
Oh, must have a birthday party?
No,
Oh.
graduation. Graduation party.
It was Ethan's graduation
She brought
party.
him back too? I don't think she did. She look at her face.
Okay.
I basically, at that point, I couldn't handle it. As many people on the show know, I have autism. And let's just say that that whole situation with the little girls and everything caused me to fizzle out.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope the host understood.
Oh, he did, but it just, me and Sarah went out into the car, and thank God we did, because it felt so much better to just relax in the car for a while. It's much quieter.
Oh yeah.
And
As long as your host was not offended.
no, he wasn't. And then, not but maybe 10, 20 minutes later, Lori and Bob came out, my mom and dad-in-law, and Sarah's brother, Andrew, who can be a little bit of a pain in the butt at times.
Just say he's a pain in the ass. He is.
A pain in the deepest recesses of the rectal cavity in which you shit.
Okay. Which forgive us.
No, that's Twitch acceptable, I think, isn't it, Frodo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be fine.
All right.
It's not like it's not like I'm talking about the front side.
Okay.
All right.
But anyway.
All right. Well, let's see. Anyway, we were talking about what could happen on Mother's Day. Mine was uneventful. Now, I was planning on taking Mom to Red Lobster. The only problem was knowing it was a holiday, crowded, no reservations. It's like, do we really want to wait there for like 2-3 hours? It's like, no.
Yeah.
So here's what we did. My brother got Mom a new iPhone. Now let me explain why. There's a way to hook up her hearing aid to the iPhone.
Nice.
Kind of like it's like an extra Bluetooth in a way. But I mean, it's like it's even better. And Mom can hear everything so crystal clear. And then I got her a case to go along with the phone, a leather case that folds up. And then I also got her a wireless charger.
Nice.
Those little it's the Qi wireless charger. It's spelled QI and it's pronounced Qi. Thank you, John, for helping me on that one Saturday. But then this was what was weird. The iPhone we got, Mom, came with a charging cable, but no plug. But somehow I found this out. Newer phones are not going to have the plug. It's like, are you kidding me? Seriously?
House of Cards, Shirley.
Yeah.
House of Cards.
That's why I say Apple products are fucking overrated.
Yeah. But let's see. So what I did was I got her that and a power bank. It was like the two were together for $30 at Sam's Club. I was like, that's not bad. About $15 for the charger. That's not bad at all. And tried it. Mom. Let's see. I gave Mom the card yesterday. My brother and his family came over last night, and I gave Mom the charger, and I just said, Mom, just put the phone on it, and you don't have to worry about it. She said, I don't have to use the plug? Nope.
Oh, speaking of phones, did you ever get Hunter's phone turned back on?
What we're going to do is, Hunter and I have discussed this. Now, here's the amazing thing. He can still do FaceTime. He can still text. He cannot call because for some strange reason, Consumer Cellular, the phone company I use, that have all three of us on it, in activating Mom's phone, somehow deactivated Hunter's phone.
So what are you going to do to get Hunter's phone calls back?
Well, what we're going to do is Hunter has suggested I go ahead and get a new SIM card. And here's the thing I can do. I can go down to Target since it's a 5-minute drive from work.
And what they'll do, the SIM cards are $10.
Mm-hmm.
You get a hold of Consumer Cellular, and they'll reimburse you the cost of the SIM card on your next bill.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to do that a few times.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the SIM card at Target, and I'm going to mail it straight to Hunter since Hunter's at the University of West Alabama. And unfortunately, the closest Target to him is in Tuscaloosa. It's like, no, that is not going to work.
Hey, Shirley. Guess what I found out watching the Hometown Takeover show on HGTV?
Ty Pennington's supposed to be a part of it.
No.
Oh.
It's Ben and Aaron.
Uh-huh.
The Hometown Makeover?
Yeah.
Found out that the mayor of Wetumpka
owns a barbershop.
And you should see the way they refurbished that place.
Yeah, I need to catch up with that because I was trying, but I got so tied up last night, I just forgot.
Yeah.
But
well,
I mean, I do recommend seriously watch the show Hometown Takeover because it takes place in Wetumpka, Alabama, which is not even about 20 miles north of me.
Nice.
Yeah, when I come to see you, we're going to go see the play. Go check out the barbershop and the
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like because I found out one of the businesses that was on last week's episode has had a huge uptick in business. I think
it's the bakery.
No,
was it the bakery?
No, I think it was the Tap 18 clothing store.
That's right, run by that black girl.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because the problem is they're not getting a lot of foot traffic because people like to go down to Montgomery and such, and they want to revitalize downtown. Which I like that call. Try to stay local a little bit.
What do you think of Ben and Amy?
I like those two.
Ben and Aaron.
I like those two.
Uh-huh. She's a concept artist, and her husband, Ben is her husband, is the furniture maker.
Yeah.
He owns a place called the Scotsman Furniture Shop, the Scotsman in Laurel, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And he makes some of the neatest stuff.
And what's interesting is...
Hold on. John started to say something.
Oh.
Before we get too off of the weekend, I think I should tell you guys how my weekend went.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, Frodo and Sarah asked me to babysit Maddie for him while they were gone, which is understandable, of course. He needs to be fed, and he doesn't have an automatic dispenser bowl. So the first night I came out there, Frodo wanted me to come out Thursday because he was going to spend the night with his parents-in-law and then caravan out to Nebraska. Well, we get out there. I get over there, and I'm getting settled in. All of a sudden, I get a call from him, and I'm asking him if he's okay, and he says, I forgot something. If you bring it over, we'll feed you dinner. And I said, okay. So I come over to Sarah's parents' house and bring it. Didn't get to see her older brother, which I think is fine with me, but had sauerkraut on a brat for the first time in my life, which was reasonably nice. Next day, everything's uneventful. Frodo is gracious enough to tell me when he's got to, I think it was Norfolk in Nebraska.
Yep, Norfolk, Nebraska.
I thought
though
Norfolk was in Virginia.
Stopped in while I was sleeping late before heading out because he managed to forget something else, which surprised the bejesus out of me. And
Sorry.
no, it's okay, man. As soon as I heard you come in, I thought, oh, Jesus, I was not expecting a break in. God help me. Um, I'll tell you why I was really concerned after we're done on the air.
Okay.
But after that, the day's pretty uneventful. Uh, Maddie more or less behaves himself, but it becomes pretty clear that he's missing Sarah and Frodo because he's constantly wanting to eat, among other things, and trying to get my attention to get me to do so. Then that then I discover that although I am connected to the fastest internet in the house, it does not always want to stay
Cooperate.
connected to the internet. So I deal with that into the broadcast of both Thursday night and Friday night. Then on Saturday, because of the fact that last week we had to avoid broadcasting on Twitch because Streamlabs failed us, we had an idea. Record a behind the scenes, completely uncensored Zoom meeting with us
Yeah.
and put it on YouTube. We would have put it on YouTube, but one of our participants decided she did not want it going up.
Yeah.
So while I suspect Shirley has kept it for her records, at least I hope she has,
Yes, I have.
the Zoom meeting consisted of a very fun game of all bad cards against humanity, where my username caused Joker to panic, or at least to become very flustered in trying to figure out who
Yeah,
it was.
I wouldn't say flush. I'm like, who the hell is like, what the fuck?
Haha, can't say it on the air.
Uh,
Well,
I
hey,
was
I
very
got an
caught
idea.
off guard.
I've got an idea. The name was I'm going to say it similar. Pianist Panic. No, Pianist Pirate. Pianist Pirate. I can say
There you go.
pianist.
Yes, you
Ah,
can.
yeah.
But the fact is, had it not been for one of our UK friends, you would have been able to see us trying unsuccessfully to record a screenshot, to record a Zoom meeting while sharing the screen of a game of Among Us, which, as Shirley
Didn't quite
pointed
work
out,
out, did it?
would have given away the sus
Hmm. If
because
I get
everyone would have
killed.
been able to see
So,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because if I get killed, we'll know who
Oh,
the
And would
sus
have
is.
given a and of course would have given it away had you been the sus.
Right.
I saw this thing where Harvey Stickman can be a sus, and he uses a pencil for a dagger. And also, now this is a video. I don't know if it's going to be an actual part of Among Us or not, but the sus Harvey Stickman uses the eraser of his pencil to erase everybody.
Hmm.
Nice. I was going to tell you real quick. Maddie really got to missing his pet parents by Saturday because by Saturday morning, he decided to wake me up by throwing up on the side of the bed on which I wasn't sleeping.
Did you
I'm
roll
very
over into it?
no. I did catch him as I thought he was about to throw up into my luggage.
Oh crap!
And
That would not have been funny, probably.
Frodo, I'm sorry if this makes you mad. Potentially will. My first reaction was to push him out of the way of my luggage as quick as I could.
Look at her face.
I may have.
No, it doesn't make me mad at all because sometimes he has to be shoved away really
Yeah.
quick. But Jan,
Yeah.
the reason I laugh is because I know how this cat is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Part of me
Well, at
seems
least you have a reliable cat sitter.
that is true.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate him for doing this because honestly, there's some people in the world that would be like, "Oh my god, what's a cat? How boring could this be?" And I'm like, dude, You have free reign. Have fun.
And I did use it. I watched director's cuts of the first two Harry Potter movies, which are in fact my favorite. Tried to find some others, couldn't find a whole lot, but
Yeah.
had some fun. Had some fun.
Let's see. I've enjoyed the first two episodes of The Bad Batch so far. I felt like saying Bad Batch, Bad Batch. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when
Nice.
they come for you, Bad
Yeah.
Batch? Oh, love it.
Michael,
Yeah.
go to your room.
Technically, I'm in my room.
Gotcha. One thing I've
he's
got.
in the living room.
Yeah, I'll give you this. One thing I admire is D. Bradley Baker, the voice actor. He voices every clone. I mean, seriously, he gives just a slight inflection. He can go from Wrecker to Tech to Echo. He voices all 5 guys on the Bad Batch.
Not quite Mel Blanc, but getting there.
Yeah.
Hand that to me.
I mean, he's D. Bradley Baker is he's so good at what he does. Like, he can go from Wrecker to Tech to Quick.
I got something to show y'all.
All right.
One of the worst creature types in all of Magic the Gathering.
What is it?
What the hell is that?
It looks like a squid. Looks like squid arms.
Manaweft Sliver. Manaweft Sliver.
Is it a squid monster?
Let's see.
No.
I can't see
Sliver
that.
creatures you control something. Sliver creatures you control have add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Nice.
Oh, slivers. Oh.
On the sliver.
Well,
I hate
here's the
slivers.
thing.
Sliver, away!
No.
Here's the thing. If you look at my hand right here, this is all the sliver cards we possess.
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Had to ask.
Here. Firewake Sliver.
Just so you know, I can just barely see that.
Yeah.
All sliver creatures
I don't have my computer glasses yet.
All sliver creatures have 1 sacrifice this permanent. Target sliver creature gets +2 by +2 until end of turn.
Or until the end of the pizza. No, I'm kidding.
Here's the thing.
Shirley, I think Karen's going to finally leave me alone about the cost of my 2 pairs of glasses.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, okay.
Here's how slivers work.
Oh.
You build a whole deck of them.
No, the way slivers work, Frodo, is when you're stupid enough or perhaps drunk enough to put your hand on a rough cut piece of wood, you get a tiny grain of it stuck in your skin, and you gotta try to get it out or else it gets infected and you gotta go to the hospital.
Okay.
Guess what?
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Guess what?
Thank you. Next.
That's essentially what these slivers do.
They put wood grains into your finger that really, really hurt.
Let me put it this way. Imagine if those wood grains you're talking about, John, multiplied and increased in strength with each new one you got in your skin.
Like a tapeworm.
Are you trying to best the Romans for most painful execution?
These meet that.
Oh joy.
Yeah, playing against a sliver deck, a full sliver deck, and me and Sarah have done this, mind you.
Right.
And lost brilliantly. I think Mike has heard about slivers before by his reaction.
Yep.
They make a pain in the ass or a 4-foot long set of anal beads
Yeah.
feel like a Sunday walk through the tulips.
Through the tulips.
Slivers
You
are
know what's
me.
funny?
What?
That song you were just singing, Jen, was originally done.
The tulips. Tiny Tim.
Yeah. You, Shirley, Frodo, Mike, you guys probably know Tiny Tim best as the guy who sang a song that was used in the pilot episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
You mean who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
No. In the pilot episode where SpongeBob gets his job at the Krusty Krab, they actually have
She brought him back too? I don't think she
a
did.
song
Look at her
by
face.
Tiny Tim, if I remember, it's called Living in the Sunlight, Loving in the Moonlight.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later, Frodo.
it is
Welcome
starting-
back.
Yeah. It is starting to get late, and me, it's like I said, I've been up since, frankly, 3 in the morning since the heavy rain hit me, and my power went out at 5:30 this morning.
Oh, you're lucky
So
you
that's
got it
why.
back.
That's part of the reason why my echo clock behind me is stuck at midnight.
So, do you know how to reset it?
I've tried every trick in the book, still no luck. And this thing's not even a year old.
Hold on, hold on.
Holding.
I'm going to check something.
Okay.
All right?
Excuse me. Alright, so basically, in a nutshell, here's what we got for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, of course, is Tune In Tuesday. We got to make it for last Tuesday. So what I'll do is I'll highlight, in terms of the CDs, I'll basically give like the highlights because there's no way we can cover 2 weeks without going probably 2 hours, knowing how some things are. So I'll pick the highlights because because what happened last week was even though the storms had moved on long before the show, it's like I didn't want to chance it because I have lost power after the storms have gone through too. So
yeah,
we just didn't want to chance it. So we're gonna tune in Tuesday tomorrow. Wednesday, of course, is Warzone Wednesday. Thursday is is Tech Talk with Frodo involved this time, and Friday is our Friday Fun Day game du jour, which will hopefully, be Shell Shock Live.
Yeah.
Because I do want to play that. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get going long before the show even starts. So maybe that way it won't freeze up on me.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a second to play the 10-second ending here. Yeah. Oh, and JJ was in the chat. I just forgot about her. Sorry, JJ. Please forgive us. All right. But anyway, with that in mind, I'm going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. And we'll see you tomorrow for Tune In Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Good
Hi,
night,
everyone.